Isaiah 5 and verse 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Kal Yahweh, Barashem, Yahweh Shai, Barashem, Rachachakodash. Double honors the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations, there, brothers, on down, teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news to the four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few elect ladies that tune into these video epistles. Hope you're edified, built up by the power, the truth that is coming out of this book, the holy book for the holy people. We're calling the lesson, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Who's done that? Sir, I heard this brother with this phrase here, the devil's goal is to copy and not to create. And that, you should have this Esau Edom, this so-called white man, his face should be next to a phrase such as that with his ish situation. You can't even speak about him because he's in power. He can remove your videos, your blogs, your whatever it is you put up there. He can get rid of it because he don't like it. He don't like the truth. 1948 as Esau Edom, that's his biblical nationality, our power, whose name is Yahweh. His only begotten son is Yahweh Shai, has a people in the earth, and it's not him. He meets all of the prophecies relating to the wicked. That's what he personifies. That's who he is. And he's fighting, he's been hiding his true identity all along. Let's see if we can mark us all over the place. Let's see if we can get to this next one here. Isaiah 29, 15 and 16. Woe unto them. Woe means destruction, that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. It's all caps here, Lord, meaning Yahweh. He is, he to be. He's the existing one. And their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Well, we know who you are now. The whole world is getting to find out. And the whole world is looking. They're seeing. And they know what you've been up to. Refer to ourselves as the hopeful elect, giving us all these bywords, Negroes, blacks, niggers, Hispanic, Native Americans, Latino, a hope, a whole host of names. But our hope is in our power. He knows who we are. We are his sheep. He's our good shepherd. And we're not following after this man anymore. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? That's what this man is saying. He thinks he made himself. But all he's doing is copying. He's using all of the materials, the elements that he's seen around him. And he's such a fool, he can't come to the understanding. He's not programmed to acknowledge Yahweh Bahashem. Bahashem means in the name of Yahweh Shai. And so he's moving along in his dust and confusion. We want to get some of that in this lesson. Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. I think we're going to get 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This man's M.O., his modus operandi. That's how he functions. See? The ish at the end of a word means to be like the original. But that doesn't mean it's you, just because you can control. See, the devil, he has control of all of the media, every outlet. He has control over it, and so he can put out his madness. But you're not the people. It's not you. Ish means to be like. Let's get our next scripture here. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like. But that doesn't mean it's you. Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, Thus saith Yahweh power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea. That's a Greek way of saying Edom, the so-called white man, is him, this man with his leprous features, thin lips, dog-like stringy hair, no melanin in his skin, a pointy nose. He doesn't acknowledge the Most High in all of his thinking, saying, and doings. That's his programming. Against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for prey. Every time I read this, I remember one of the apostles pointed out that this phrase here is actually in the book, in the text that was written from, is it Lord Balfour to the one of these so-called illuminated ones. Can't remember if he was the Secretary of State at the time, 1917. Actually towards the end of the First World War, and he wrote, it's with the joy of his heart. You can't make this stuff up, that they've managed to come to an agreement about that land over there, which was to be enacted in 1948. Incredible. The Balfour Letter of 1917, I believe, is the date that was written. And we're sticking close to our title here, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie. Who done that? It's Esau Edom, right from the start. That's his programming. We're going to get on here in Romans 25. Usually refers to all these alphabet people, but it fits right here. Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So let it be true. Who's done that? Who's responsible? Can't you see? Can't you see? The Ish people. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up, this verse 24, to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, their own minds, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, all manner of madness and confusion. But it was so right at the beginning. Actually, let's get Genesis 3. It's never far from my thinking. Genesis 3 and 4. Where are we going to get next? The first one is Genesis 3. And then 3 and 4, I think. But of the fruit of the tree, of course we know the story well, which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent, which was a man, said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Right there, he's introduced confusion and madness. You see? That's what he's about. And that's what he done. Because that's a lie. That's the dust of confusion which he introduced. And we're going to go 4, Genesis 4. I think we read from 8. Genesis 4. Yes, let's go from 8 to about 12, I think. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? See? Murderer and a liar. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. See? And now art thou cursed. That's to say, even in the spirit world. Abel's crying out for what had been done to him. Abel representing us right there. Us who? The true children of Israel. We're crying out at the hands of this man. What man? It's Esau Edom. He said since 1681, I want you to call me the white man. It's not me calling him that. It's him insisting that's what he's called. That is not his biblical nationality. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, this is punishment here, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive. What's a fugitive? Someone running away from justice is a criminal. And a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. That's what it is. The earth will not yield its fruit unto the strength. The true force and magnificence of the earth will not be realized once this man is still in power. See, this leprous man with his leprous features. So he has to produce all this plastic food, genetically modified organisms. He's going around slaughtering all the animals, saying, oh, they're causing all this harm. And there's too many people. Because of his agenda, he wants to be like. So the truth of the Most High is turned into a lie and push himself into the mix. They all look at me, look at me. Your God looks like me. There's no other nation doing this, wanting to be the God of the Israelites. They've got their own gods. Esau Edom has Quaz. He's got his own God. But no, he's not pushing Quaz. He's pushing himself as our power. So the earth is going to get him back. Let's jump to where we're going to get. 13. Let's just keep reading. And Cain said unto the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear. See, he's running all over the place saying, I'm this person, I'm that person. Everyone he conquers with his sword, which was his blessing. He said, oh, I'm those people. Gets over there and conquers the Greek. Oh, I'm Greek. He goes to Rome. Oh, I'm Roman. He goes to Africa. I'm African. Everywhere he slaughters all the people and takes on their identity. I want to be like them. He doesn't want his own biblical nationality. He doesn't want his own land, which was given to him. Petra. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face. Where is he going to live in another planet? No, he's right here. But the earth does not recognize this man. It doesn't accept him and his wickedness. And from thy face shall I be hid. That's the ways of the Most High. It's not known. He's not accepting the truth. And so the ways is forever hidden. The law, statutes, and commandments were not given to Esau, Edom, or anybody else. Thy face shall be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, always wandering from place to place to place, and he's a criminal. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me, you look this word up, it goes to reveal. He's panicking in his stupid little bilateral, trilateral meetings, trying desperately to hide his true identity. If it's ever revealed my true identity as the Edomite, they're going to slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, Quayan means dagger, that's his name, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain. What's that? Leprosy, lest anyone finding him should kill him. And this was spoken of when he returned in the reincarnation. Yes, reincarnation's in the Bible. If you don't know, maybe you're not supposed to know. When he came back as Esau, that's him. The description was given of what he looked like, because this curse is staying on him. No one else, no other nation has this mark, this curse. He's the cursed of the earth with his lawlessness and his madness, his iconoclasm, pushing himself up. What's that? Defacing of the images that was before him, the royal, the divine images. He's gotten rid of them, painted over as many of them as he could, smashed up all the nose to remove their features, the Negroid features in many instances. 13th, 14th century, since the Renaissance. What does that mean? A rebirth. Rebirth of who? Of this man, Esau Edom, the white man, back into power. So he's put up himself and got this new name, Jebus. Then he's got some other ones, Muhammad, and there's Krishna, Buddha. All of them stem from his foolishness. Ish, to be like. That's what he's about. But you're not the people. It's not you. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. See? The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is fat with fatness, and with the blood of the lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah. Where's that? It's the capital of this man's empire. America, Babylon the Great. And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That's where their habitation is. That's the cash cow. Don't know if we're going to go back to... Oh, we already read that. Let's keep it moving. So this man's dust equals confusion. It's lawlessness. Some of the rules he's making up, you wonder what on earth is wrong with this man. He's totally lost his mind. It's madness. You can marry your pets, you can eat them, then you destroy. It's all madness. He's sacrificing all kind of preposterous proposal being put forward. Chaos. This is truly Babylon, means mixed confusion. Great confusion. Babylon the Great. That's what this man is all about. We had one here in Proverbs 3:33. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. That's Jacob, of whom we come. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who had 12 sons. We refer to ourselves as the hopeful elect. We spread to the four corners of the earth, but mainly in this part of the earth. I'm speaking to you from the hills up here in Jamaica, in the Caribbean. But the major part of deliverance and the destruction will take place in Babylon the Great itself. America. That's what's getting ready to happen. That's what we're all praying about. We can't wait. We can't wait. It's getting so exciting to actually be alive to see this. This man, his madness unraveling. Zechariah 5. I think we just had one verse here. Now let's read up a bit. Zechariah 5, let's go from 2. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. It's one of the chariots. They call them UFOs. They're all over the place. That's our ride. We hopeful, Lord willing, we're amongst the number. Read it again. He said unto me, What seest thou? I answered and said, I see a flying roll, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. What curse? It's going to be devastating what's going to happen. And the removal, the extraction of his people, the elect of the house of Israel. Lord willing, we're amongst that number. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on that side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it, the chariot, shall enter into the house of the thief. Who's the biggest thief in the earth? He's running all over the place, saying everyone's resources belong to him. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house. He's got people putting their hands on the Bible and swearing. And then he tosses it to one side. The scripture said, I think it's Psalms 50 and 16, 17. What hast thou to do with my statutes in your mouth? What are you doing walking around with this book? And so you're going to be judged by it. You dare to touch this book with your leprous hands, your leprous features. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. I don't usually bother to speak that the fact that the seed, we are of the seed of our fathers, irrespective of what we look like. So many other nations can look like the Edomite. This is where this wheat and the tares come in. But we're not speaking, we're talking about the one who possesses this wicked spirit, who's programmed as the wicked. Not those who look like him, because you can look like any nation. It's not a color thing. If you're stuck on that, you're truly lost. And we're running out of time for that madness. Let's get John 10:10. The thief. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill. It's all red letter. Yahushua speaking. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. See? Who's that thief? We just spoke about it. It's Esau Edom. He can't stop taking everybody's stuff. It's never enough, as it says in Habakkuk 2. Running around everybody's stuff. Got all of his weapons. He can threaten and puff at his neighbors. I want your stuff. That's mine. Oh, you've got some dictator. We've got to get him out of the way. He's doing harm to his people. What about all this democracy? They put in all of their foolishness and put up a puppet leader and take your resources and lie through their control of the media with their deception and foolishness. Jeremiah 30. Let's go from 7. Alas, for that day is great. What day? Let's keep reading. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. All these empires have been built up by our hands. The true children of Israel, we're the ones with all of the creativity, the innovation, all of their stuff, meaningful inventions. 98% have been created by Hebrew Israelites, and they have patented it under their name, because we're in slavery, so we can't put our names up, so they can destroy, take everything. But they shall serve the Lord their God and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. We're getting to the end of this man's mad kingdom. We're going to go to next Revelation. A few here. Revelation 18. I think I'm going to start, let's go 6 to 8 to begin with. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, fill to her double. Well, this man got over here with the slave ships in 1492. Well, from that time to now is about 530-something years. Double you're going to get. How much? She had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So full of pride and boasting. Because that land is still virgin, hasn't really been attacked yet. What land? It's America, Babylon the Great. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God, Yahweh power, who judgeth her. Strong is he. You're relying on that strength, the everlasting, powerful arms that we're leaning on. Let's jump to 21 here of the same chapter, Revelation 18. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city, Babylon, America, be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers and musicians, and of pipers, trumpeters, shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. All the work is drying up, like all the shops. The place is being devastated. Our power is moving through that wicked place. The light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, and in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints, all Hebrew Israelites, and of all that were slain upon the earth. The wicked is going to get his payback for all that he's been doing. Run over the time that I normally do these lessons for judgment for Esau, Edom, plus the 2/3 of our nation, 66.6%, that devilish number of Hebrew Israelites are about to be destroyed, and they're showing themselves more and more. They're getting ready. The RFID microchip is at the door. World War III's already started. Unquenchable rage of our power is being stirred up. That place is going to be devastated. We didn't even get to 2nd Ezra. Let's hold it there for this lesson you've been listening to. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Shalom till the next lesson. We don't fear this man. Bring it. We fear our power. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.